Hi, I'd like to show you how to convert your jumper remote controller to a more cool version without this floppy antenna. I am in the lucky position to have two of those jumper remotes, simply because I don't trust them quality-wise. They aren't this good quality. So let me help you get rid of the anxiety to tear this remote controller apart and get into the guts. Let me guide you, let me show you and walk through what you will need. So let's take a look at the tools and what we will need. I found a ready model. I will link it down in the description. The model consists of two pieces. I've already printed them on my 3D printer. I've printed one in PLA and one in TPU. One part is the part that works kind of a spacer, and the other part is the part that holds the antenna. The 2.4 gigahertz version just fills up this space within this big chunk, big antenna cover. We need something to peek and poke and push, some pliers. They don't have to be curved, they can be straight, that's no problem. We need a drill or something like this to get a new hole into the case, and of course we'll need some Phillips screw bits, or just one Phillips screw bit, because every screw is a Phillips screw. Luckily those screws are all in the same size, so let's get a bit in there, flip the remote over, and first of all remove those battery covers. I guess you know how to remove them because you had to get the batteries in there. So we have to pull out 8 screws. This, 10. This, and also I didn't know if I showed them already, those two. So the disassembly you can watch of course. We should pull out the batteries. Now, as we have loosened all 10 screws in there, hopefully, we will get into the remote controller. It's looking a bit scary and the screws are already fallen out. Let me just those two won't come out. Like in my last conversion, they won't come out. So now we have to be careful not to tear some of those cables, and now we have to remove the antenna connector With those pliers, it's easy to get under and lift it straight. So this one is out. And also those connectors, those are for the for connecting the transceiver module with the main board. I get my pliers on the edge and wiggle them carefully out. Maybe I can zoom in a bit. Let me show you again. I go under there and then hope they get a grip and wiggle them out. So that's it. Now there are still those smaller ones left. There it goes. And now, last one. Now both halves are separated. As easy as this. And we can put the bottom half beside. Let me zoom out again. Okay, so move them screws carefully out of the way, don't lose them. And now we can already get those screws out. This one and this one. They are holding onto this plastic thing. So now get in there. It's also a Phillips screw. It's this screw bites into plastic, and this, well, there it comes. Okay, both out. So now we have once again a problem, because this connector won't fit through this hole. This won't fit through this hole because the I think it's for the switches. The connector, the JST or JS, I don't know, JST, JSX, JS, whatever connector is right before the hole, so I can't get it out. First, I get my pliers to carefully separate and remove the black screw, and there again. And now we have to enlarge this hole. For this work, I'll get my drill and I'm gonna drill carefully. That's it. The plastic of this controller is pretty brittle. It gets even more brittle the moment it eats. Scratch? No, I didn't scratch the antenna. So now we got them apart. And now we have to undo this antenna. Once again, a pry tool or something with a with a small tip comes in handy. They are just press fitted together. There are no clips in case you want to keep this antenna thing and don't want to destroy it. I don't like destroying things by taking them apart. It's not in my interest. The hardest part. And there it is. It's the same T-shaped antennas, you know, from the receivers, and the antenna hasn't to be much longer because it's for 2.4 gigahertz wavelength, so this small one is sufficient. Also, getting this thing through here out without ripping the cable of the shoe, of the clamp, of the connector. Take your time, be gentle, and first turn it so the connector is down here, and then slide it out. Once again. Okay, so be gentle, slide it out, and as soon as it's sitting flat in there, gently pull and push it towards the exit. Slightly. Now you can see it's already getting out there. Push a bit harder, pull, soft, push a bit harder, pull soft, so it can take the curve until it's removed. So there you go. Now we have separated our antenna, and now it's time to prep the antenna. This is absolutely optional because my ends fried a little on the other conversion. I got some UV blue, UV resin. I don't know what it's called. It's sold as UV glue, not as resin, but I think it's a kind of a resin, and it cures with UV light. So I put a slight amount of this UV resin on there. Okay, now it won't fry, and we can hopefully get it into its new home. But this time I decided to go with a mix of PLA and TPU. First I printed both parts TPU, but I found it a bit too floppy, so I took the base part, or what it's called, from PLA, and will fit it like this together with the TPU. So we need to get the antenna into, is it not fully cured? It is cured. Oh, it was from the sticker glue from the old antenna. So just slide it in there, and you need to So there we go. Just got the antenna in there. I hope you could see this. It's sitting relaxed within there. And now we can put this on there. And we have to get a new hole right there in the middle. So there is plenty of space. In the version 2 there's also nothing behind the SD slot. This version has an onboard memory, so there is nothing to take care of and nothing behind up. So let's get the drill out once again. And now we can put the antenna back through it. Fit. This should have a rest. Probably not. Now let's get those screws back in there. Where are my pliers? Then where are my pliers? Oh, there are. So the screws can get a good bite into the PLA or through the PLA. They have to screw through into the TPU. Come on, buddy. You got it. Yes. Oh, damn. Oh. Those ESCs in there scream to disarm. Okay, this won't work. It's on there, a bit loose, but it won't go anywhere. Yeah, there it is. Sits quite well, quite centered. Not as flush as you can see right through there. So yeah, that's not how I like it, but I don't care this much. I don't care. I actually don't care. Let's get it back together. Now for the top half, there is the connector. Let me put it up there and gently second try. Yeah, there we go. This one is on. Now in reverse, just fold them a bit over. They will stay. Let's get started with this one. I'll grip them right on top. Yeah, maybe from this side. Hopefully you can see enough, and position it onto the connector. have it in there. And now carefully and of course straight pull it down. Pull it, push it down. We have to watch out to not pinch those cables somewhere in the case, or between screws, or between moving parts, like the gimbal from the downside and this one. So let's tuck them all in there above the CPU. And also, maybe for some of you, an interesting information, this is the tension spring adjuster for the throttle. So there is this friction part. This is there's some grease, or kind of grease on there, and this spring pulls down there and presses onto onto a wheel to smooth and stiffen the throttle motion. I don't care. This is a topic for another day. I've also some AG01 mini gimbals somewhere in the shelf, waiting to get one of those jumpers converted. Maybe, not sure. I already have those gimbals. So now put those screws back. Just take a little look there if there is no cable pinched, and then put those screws back in. 2, 3, 4. There's already one in. I don't know where I stopped counting. Another one. And one more. Everything's back together. Now it should fire up. Of course it should fire up.
Throttle warning, switch warning.
Yes.
Disarmed, lights off, normal, flight
There it
mode
is.
acro, rate profile 1, OSD profile 1.
And let's see if we can arm it quad. No. This won't be a proof for the working antenna, but there it is, connected.
Armed,
Yes, it works.
disarmed, armed, disarmed.
So now I have two converted Jumper T Pro. The conversion process is not that hard. It should probably be doable for almost everyone who has the ability to build quads. So I actually can't tell about any reception or transmission power losses, but I actually do not believe the flapping of the antenna does so much to the signal that this is really limiting you. This is also not the kind of remote you will use for long range flights. I think I use them I use especially this for such mini drones, also for my 5-inch drones, but I really like to travel light. So this antenna modification is really a blessing to me, because now there are even less parts to take care of while packing this remote. Yeah, I hope I could take you the anxiety to tear this remote apart and get your hands dirty and convert your own T-Pro into an antenna-less version. Thanks for watching. Find also the important information, some more information, like where to get the model from, in the description below. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.